Welcome to the Diecast Shepherd Racing and Collecting channel, and tonight's edition of Broke Benny's Garage. Lots of exciting things happening here tonight. First of all, we're going to take a look here at this Lakester. We've been working hard on it here at the garage, and we think we maybe got it back up to where it's supposed to be. We're going to run it against the case, see how it does. And if you're wondering why this beautiful blue Dixie Challenger is hanging out here at the garage, well, just head on over to Zamac Speedway Speed Shop and check out his latest Crackin' Track event, and you will find out. All right. But of course, the big event of the night will be the Muscle Car Showdown. Choose Your Ride event. That will come directly after we find out how the Lakester has shapes up. So hang in there and let's get going. Alright, so we did get the Lakester. Got the wheels going. It'll go down the track pretty good. So we're going to give it a shot at the case. Because even though it's straight out of the pack, it had some issues. Wouldn't make it down the track. So it's going up against the Inside Story. Alright, they're in the gates. Let's see if the Lakester can get past our gatekeeper. Let's go. And ready, set. Ooh, pretty close. He got it. All right, well, let's go up against the blue Ford Falcon there. And, oops. All right, here we go. Nope, not gonna beat that Falcon. All right, we'll put him up against that Maisto Porsche. And go. Oh, pretty close. He got him. Oh. Alright, so that's his spot in the case. He beat the Porsche. That puts him here. Inside Story's coming out. Inside Story's coming out. There we go. Set you down there for now. Teetotaler is the new gatekeeper. He's been around for a while. Put that Porsche in there. And so that's how they line up. There's the rest of the case, still holding steady. Haven't done a lot of racing there, and that's all right. Well, Lakester didn't get far in the case, but if you saw how he did in Straight Out of the Pack Track Attack, he didn't even finish the track. So his wheel work I would call a success. All right, well, you know what's next. Let's get to this tournament. The time has come to determine the order of the racers, and just simple as this. It's all random. I'm going to reach into the coffee cup of destiny. We'll pull out the number 7, so the first car will go in the 7th spot. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 2 3 4 5 6 7, and that's how we'll do it. Next car is 12, so we 8 9 10 11 12. Next car 4, we need 1 2 3 4. Next car 14, so it's here. Next car 6, so it's going to be here. Next car 3, right there. Next car 15, way down here. That's way. Alright, next car 11, that's going to be 2 4 6 8 10 11. Next car. Alright, then we have 2, it's going to be here. Then we have 16, way down here. Alright, next is 41, okay, there. Then we have 8, 3 4 5 6 7 8 right here. Then we have 10, that's up here. And number 9, right here. And number 5, there. And so the last car should be 15. There's 13. Alright, so this is your lineup. Take a good look, see where you are. Alright, it is time to race. For the first race of the day, we have the Unchosen Buick Riviera. His opponent, Brandon Coulter, in the Plymouth Barracuda. And they are locked and loaded. And I guess now we know why no one picked the Buick Riviera. You know, it looked faster than that when I tested it out. Mr. Brandon Coulter, you are moving on. All right, next up we have in the custom V8 Vega, Mr. Eddie G. And he will be facing 4-Haas Racing in that 65 Corvette. Much better race, Eddie G. Thanks for joining us. Wish it wasn't a one and done situation, but that's how we roll here at the Diecast Shepherd. 4-Haas Racing moving on to the next round. Next up, we have that blue Maverick Grabber Unchosen going up against Race 164 and the orange Mercury Cougar. Let's race. Well, that Mercury Cougar sure looks like a race car, at least until it started rolling down the track. Dan, Race 164, thanks for joining in, but this car was just not the one. The Maverick Grabber, moving on. All right, for the next race, we have Aiden Ace in that gold Camaro going up against D20 Diecaster in the Chevelle Taxi Driver. Watch out. And D20 Diecaster moving on with that Taxi Driver Chevelle. Thank you, Aiden Ace, for participating. And don't give up. There will be more Decide Your Rides. So stick with me. All right, what's next? Now there's two tough looking cars. We got Bad Dad Hobbies in that 67 Camaro going up against the Unchosen Dodge Coronet Super B. Not a bad race, but Bad Dad Hobbies, you're moving on. The Coronet put up a good fight, but just not enough today. All right, next up we have a Mustang versus a Mustang. I can tell you one thing, a Mustang's gonna win this race. All right, in the black Mustang with flames, we have Ralph's Racers. And then in the green Mustang GT, it is Troy Coulter. Let's race. All right, it was a pretty exciting battle. Two Mustangs roaring down the track, but only one can move on. Troy Coulter, congratulations, you are into the next round. Mr. Ralph, I'm assuming that's your name, from Ralph's Racers. Thank you for joining in. Tonight was not your night, but come back again. We're going to have some more fun down the road. All right, next up, in that shiny red GTO Judge, it is Grateful Sam and his opponent in the purple Camaro is Bugwood Diecast. Let's race. Oh man, those two cars sounded so smooth coming down the track. But only one can move on, and that will be Grateful Sam and the GTO Judge. Bugwood Diecast, thank you for participating. Tonight was not your night, but there will be other nights. So come back again, please. All right. Last race of the first round. We have the unchosen 62 Corvette going up against this AMC Javelin AMX, which is driven by Mystic Archives. Alright, and for the last person to advance out of the first round, Mystic Archives, you've made it into the next round. 8 cars left. That means this is the quarterfinals. For the first quarterfinal, we have Brandon Coulter going up against 4 Haas Hobbies Games Racing. Oh man, what a heart stopper that was. Great racing, gentlemen. But today, 4 Haas Racing is moving on into the semifinals. All right. For our next race, we do have this unchosen Maverick Grabber, and he'll be going up against D20 Diecaster in the 70 Chevelle, 71 Chevelle, whatever it is, it's a Chevelle. Well, the Maverick gave it all he had, or she had, but it just wasn't enough to take down the Chevelle. D20 Diecaster, your car is moving on. You know, the fastest I've ever gone in a car was in a Chevelle. I wasn't driving, but I made the mistake of sitting down in my friend's car, and he said, what's the fastest you ever gone in a car? And I told him. And he said, oh, that's nothing. And so at like 2 in the morning, we launched down Main Street, McSherrystown, Pennsylvania, at speeds that are just wrong, and we'll leave it at that. It was not actually a good experience for me. All right, next race will be Bad Dad Hobbies, and he's racing up against Troy Coulter. All right, Bad Dad Hobbies moving on in that Camaro. Troy, not a bad car, but not quite enough for the Camaro tonight. All right, next up, we have Grateful Sam in the GTO Judge, and he is facing Mystic Archives in that AMC Javelin. Holy really close calls, bat people. That was a race for the ages. But the javelin squeaks through by a bumper. Congratulations, Mystic Archives. You are our final semifinalist. Grateful Sam. What a race. You have nothing to be ashamed of there, sir. That was quite the race. But only one can move on. And here we are, arriving at the semifinals. What do you think? We got an AMC Javelin against a Chevy Camaro, a Chevy Chevelle against a Chevy Corvette. Ford, where are you? Let's get started. It is 4-horse racing going up against D20 Diecaster. I can't take it. I can't breathe. It's too close, too close. Too much excitement. But the Chevelle gets the win. Moving on. D20 Diecaster, congratulations, you are the finalist. 4-horse racing. Thanks for joining in. Very respectful showing, sir. Glad you joined. All right, next semifinal. It will be Bad Dad Hobbies in the Camaro going up against Mystic Archives in that Javelin. Let's get this race on its way. Holy smokes, what another great battle down the track. But the Camaro prevails, moving into the final against the Chevelle. Driven by Bad Dad Hobbies, driven by Bad Dad Hobbies, the 67 Camaro will be facing D20 Diecaster in this 70 Chevelle. I can't remember which it is. But what a great matchup. This is right out of my teen years. Chevelles and Camaros duking it out on the street. How about you? Anything like that in your memories? And for such an epic showdown, this has to be the first person to win 2 consecutive races, switching lanes each time. And there it is. The winner of the BROKEBENNY'S Garage Muscle Car Decide Your Ride is D20 Diecaster, driving that beautiful blue Chevelle. I've always said, never underestimate a taxi driver. But I had no idea that that's how it was going to play out tonight. I wish every one of you could have won. I'm so glad to see each of you participating, man. Come on back. We're going to do this some more. Have some more fun. And, just remember, it is just a good time. Enjoying some fun cars and anyway, some friendly rivalries. Speaking of friendly rivalries, this guy right here, Grateful Sam, and I had an epic battle over at 4-horse racing here recently. Probably I think it would be Sunday. And you guys need to check that out. Check that channel out. check Sam and I duking it out on the track. What a great time, man. All right. Well, anyway, just want to say again, thank you everybody who participated. Keep coming back. We're going to do this more and more. I'm going to do some open lane racing. Eventually, I'm going to build a permanent track right over here in this space. Obviously, I'm not very far along, am I? But I got ideas for this channel. I got plans. I got things coming up, and so I appreciate your support. Hey, like and subscribe to the video. Comment if you want, and we will see you later this week on Straight Out of the Pack Track Attack. In the meantime, be blessed.